Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be checking out the Pizzamon Kickstarter, a monster taming RPG that has you adventure into a strange world and compete into the chef championships. And again, it's a little memey. I mentioned this before, like, you're using pizza topping monsters. It's a little bit of a meme, but doesn't mean it can't have a fun story and good gameplay. So we're going to check out the Kickstarter trailer first, and then I'm going to break down the campaign for you guys. So yeah, if you're too lazy to read and want me to do it for you, this is a place to be. I got you.
All of us at Schmielerk Games are excited and grateful that you're spending time to watch our Pizzamon Kickstarter video. Pizzamon is a retro-style role-playing game where you have to face great challenges and become the best chef. Not only do you face other competitors, but you create and take care of your own pizza monsters. We have focused on fantasy more than realism, so in the game you'll face strange imaginary enemies and other competitors. So with much excitement, let's jump right into Pizzamon. We have added a lot of mini-events all through the world of Pizzamon. These mini-games vary from simple mazes, to treasure hunts, to hidden buried treasures. In Pizzamon, you play a boy who gets invited into the Pizzamon Championships. Along your journey, you'll face other NPC competitors, grand chefs, and villains. The combat in Pizzamon is made to feel old school, but integrates the way of combat is executed in current games. Each Pizzamon has their own type of abilities, such as stuns, very strong attacks, or healing spells. In Pizzamon, there are a ton of items that are not just for combat, such as toys. Toys can break down walls, allow you to enter secret locations, allow you to cross the water and explore the watery depths, or could be the final quest item to complete your treasure hunt. The goal of Pizzamon is to provide the user with an enjoyable experience, and we strive to make Pizzamon a very successful game. We want you to have fun leveling up Pizzamons you have assembled while exploring the vast and varied world we have created. Thank you for taking the time to view our Pizzamon Kickstarter video. We hope you will like Pizzamon as much as we do. See you in the world of Pizzamon.
So I'm going to cut it a tiny bit short there because the trailer was pretty long. The Kickstarter itself doesn't have like loads and loads of information like some do, which I actually kind of like that it's more concise. But we're going to get into that. Basically, the game is within its first 2 days of its campaign. This is a 2-month campaign. It's only got 7 backers right now, so definitely going to need to pick up momentum if we're going to see this thing funded. I will get into talking. I want to actually sort of, I guess, address game devs in general towards the end of this video. So if you're a game dev, stay tuned. But, or if you're an aspiring game dev, whatever, because it has to do with the genre. But anyways, we're going to get into all of this, and yeah, I'm not going to waste too much time. What is Pizzamon? Pizzamon is an open world RPG video game where you, the hero, get invited into the chef championships. You will have to face challengers while traveling to other villages. Each village has its own themed grand chef that you will be able to fight and earn your badge. Will you collect all the badges? Pizzamon demo is on Steam and itch.io. I did not know that. Maybe we'll check it out in the future based on your guys' feedback in the comment section. Concept of Pizzamon. After getting your first badge, Pizzamon won't direct you what to do next. Instead, we want you to explore and discover all things in the world of Pizzamon. For players who just want to finish the game, we have an extensive world map showcasing all of the badges and locations and other information. So here you can see the map they sort of got going on here. Pizza monsters, what? In Pizzamon, you create your Pizzamons based on ingredients that you obtain from ingredient shops, secret locations, bosses, and chests. Creating a Pizzamon requires a crust, a sauce, and a topping. There are better quality sauces and crusts that you can grant your Pizzamon increased health, energy, or damage stats. The better quality sauces and crusts are only obtainable from bosses and secret chest locations. Pretty cool. I mean, again, excuse me. It is a little bit gimmicky, like it's all about pizza toppings. I saw there was a frog in the battle. I'm not 100% sure what that's all about. But yeah, it's a little bit gimmicky, but the idea behind it's pretty cool. It's like you're building your own monsters in a way. Almost like something like Nanokin or Metabots, but for pizza monsters. The Gooey Pizza World. The Pizzamon world was designed to have 8 different zones, each with its own theme and style of Pizzamons per location. Each map has been designed by hand and no algorithms are used to generate the layout. Minigames. They sort of touched on this too. Each village has pawn shops that sell treasure huts. Each treasure hunts open grand adventures based on completing treasure clues. Once all the clues are finished, you'll receive a lot. A massive lake area contains an extensive minigame. The minigame consists of receiving a picture of where a chest is located and searching various islands and area to find the chest. The chest contains pirate coins. Pirate coins can then be used to obtain very rare ingredients or special toys. There's a fishing minigame as well. Okay, the game has junk. You can find rotten food or trash in trash bins, refrigerators, and other locations. These items can be sold at shops or returned to the trash man. The trash man will give you rare items based on the quantity of items you trade with him, but beware, not all trash is trash. Sometimes those jugs can be filled with stuff to help out your Pizzamons too. And nothing like sour milk on your pizza. Followers, companions, you will meet many people along the way. Some people will become your companions and help you throughout the story. Pretty cool. And then they go into the team and stuff. And here we have platforms. I guess I'll touch on that. Android and Nintendo Switch versions may take longer to be completed. After the campaign ends, you'll receive an email and we'll have the option to choose between all operating systems, Android and or Switch game code. If all the stretch goals are met, Android or Switch will only send out the if they're not met, they'll only send out the first option. Switch and Android versions also get access to the other version as well. The all OSIS version contains Macs, Linux, and Windows, which I do find kind of interesting. I'm not 100% sure, but I wonder why they're thinking about porting to Android but not iOS. If anybody might know how that works, maybe there's like something to do with iOS that just isn't compatible with what they're working on. I'm not 100% sure, but they're going to have alpha versions leading up to launch, an alpha build. There will be only an early build of Pizzamon alpha versions may have inaccessible areas, NPC with no dialogue, towns with no NPCs, no combat, and new areas. It's everything you'd expect from an alpha. And then these are the basic stretch goals. So you got pizza cooked, the campaign's funded. Android release, the Pizzamon game will be coded to run on Android. And then 200K, the pizza decks will be added to Pizzamon. The pizza decks will contain a magnitude of minigames based on which cartridge you have to load into it. And I don't see anything about Switch here. So I'm not sure if Switch is going to be a further stretch goal. I'm not 100% sure, but that's pretty much the gist of the campaign. I don't want to let this video drag on too long. My sort of thoughts in general are, I don't dislike the pixel art. I think it's all right. I wouldn't say it's like top tier in the genre, like when you compare it to something like Coromon or Monster Sanctuary, but I think it's cute. The overworld graphics look pretty cute. The in-battle sprites look very like arcade-esque, which I think is cool. I do really think that as an RPG, I do think it's going to be hard to immerse myself in a world where everything's pizza, but I do think it could be fun. Again, it'll be linked below if you want to check it out. And so this is sort of the thing I wanted to address to game devs, and it's kind of relevant here. So as you can see, the game, after a couple days, basically only has about $900 Canadian of funding out of its $30,000 Canadian goal. I didn't realize the dev was also Canadian, so there you go. I think it's really important for game devs, aspiring game devs, just anybody who's looking to do a Kickstarter at some point, to try to really build your own community. Like, spend a lot of time in the community building it, and not just like a lot of devs will come to my Discord and interact with my community, and that's great, but I think it's also important to like build your own community outside of my channel as well, just to sort of like get that influx of people right at the beginning. Because as much as like we're starting to become more of a sizable channel, getting you know, how many subs do we have here? 37K. Getting 37,000 people to donate $30,000 is a lot for one channel, right? So that's why I'm talking about me specifically. This doesn't actually apply to the Pizzamon dev, but just in general, like game devs, I think it's really important to build your communities and try to sort of gauge who's going to back, who's not going to back, like beforehand. Like, get your own Discord servers going, get your own Twitter pages. If you got to go to Facebook, get a Facebook page, Instagram, whatever. Like, build your social media leading up to Kickstarter. Otherwise, the first couple days before any content creators pick it up could be very slow. And if you want more content creators besides me to pick it up, generally speaking, a lot of those guys will talk about something when it's like trending a little bit. Like, look at the Kindred Fates Kickstarter. Look at the Temtem launch. Like, a lot of those content creators wouldn't have covered those games if they weren't so relevant and if there weren't so many people talking about it. So that's my sort of little message. Like, I think it's really important to sort of just get people like to create their own communities before the Kickstarter happens. Gremlins was able to do this more recently, and honestly, compared to some of the games I've seen in the genre, they actually had been around, I think, for about a year with their social media. And I've seen other games that have been around for like multiple years that have done like amazing with their Kickstarters as well. And like, some games have that like extra wow factor where it's like, oh, this is so different, like something like Kindred Fates. But like, especially for like other pixel art monster taming RPGs, I do think it's really important that people like build their communities first, so that they get like that initial bump. So hopefully we can get this funded. The first couple days have been extremely slow, but you know what? They got 7 backers and $900, so that's not bad. So let's see if we can get this thing funded. Definitely check it out, linked below if it's your thing. Let me know what your thoughts are about it. And with all that being said, if you are a fan of monster taming games and want to stay up to date on the genre, definitely subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every single day. You can check out my Twitter, my Discord, my Patreon, all links below. Special thanks to the patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Steel Case, Dark Persona, and Dro Ghost. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.